Children from the beginning of third grade enter the classroom asking, when do we start archaeology?
All students who have gone through third grade at Dalton will have participated in the archaeological excavation.
To be able to get the kids to believe that it is a box that came from an archaeologist's site who needs our help to help uncover these artifacts. I mean, it's real. It is real to them.
The excitement starts in just excavating, seeing a box that they have to uncover like these hidden treasures.
The site is divided into a number of strata or levels. The first level is the modern level, and they will be going back through time. The second or third level then relates to the age of exploration, which is the focus of third grade social studies.
Each house chooses its own dig site.
We're all looking at the age of exploration.
So we're digging in Kashgar,
New Amsterdam, New Harlem.
This year I do Vikings.
Jamestown.
We followed Marco Polo from Venice all the way to China.
Mexico City.
When we were digging, we saw how it was all connected.
They really feel like they are discovering history. They're running the show. The kids won't even let the parents near the jobs because they haven't been trained in it.
If you present higher level thinking, the kids will go there. They love problem solving. They love to try and put a puzzle together, and that's what we're doing.
They start exploring languages, architecture, religion.
Additional experts can be brought in depending on the site.
Last class showed us a little bit about sword fighting, but not like the modern day fencing, more like back then.
Even though oftentimes kids think archaeology is digging, there's so much more to it.
Through these artifacts, them trying on these helmets, them holding real swords and having to learn to be careful with them truly makes it a more meaningful experience for them.
Being able, not just to recite facts, but to be able to think by myself and think.
Teamwork skills and how to work in a group.
Not to make assumptions.
It's really fun.
I just like learning about the past to see if it can impact on the way that we're doing now and see if it can help.
To look at what's presented to you with an open mind.
When we look through all that we've found, it really is a we and not an I.
They weren't reading off a list, okay, this is a matchlock musket. It was used from this, and this. We were learning, what is this?
Learning to ask questions in archaeology and discover things and then write about it and explore.
The kids go through and they make choices of which artifact they might want to study.
How was it used? Who used it and why did they use? So we put it in context.
So some children will pick a jade Chinese sword because they're interested in weapons versus someone will pick a jewelry box.
I am just interested in combat mostly and learning how people quite a bit of time ago did it.
Once they've chosen their artifact, they go back to the museum and think about where they saw something similar, and they go back and they try to find something called comparanda, our own invented word.
And then the kids from there research these people. Who were they?
Investigate about the artifacts as if we were truly archaeologists.
And they can take it as far as they're capable of doing.
It becomes their own individual project.
Which was satisfying at the end because we felt like we had researched a story.
We're planting that seed of the world out there and how to look at it and question it and wonder about it.
I think if you ask anyone what they remember from Little Dalton, even as a whole, they say archaeology.
I think it's fun because it's not something that you can do in other schools.
Not too many of us I know growing up did I hold, a type of sword. It's something that you go to a museum and you get to see that artifact from a distance, right?
You hear stories later about my former students going to different museums in Europe and people stopping them and saying, what school do you go to? They know so much.
It excites the children as well, and that excitement and passion and interest also excites the teachers.
The shy student will all of a sudden become Neil's little sidekick because he can't get enough information.
The most rewarding thing is to see students now 20 years later come back and still remember their archaeological experience in third grade and still talk about how wonderful it was.
It's an experience you won't get anywhere else.